Welcome to Home Sweet Home, discussing the ins and outs of rural property financing with Compeer Financial.
Our guest for today is Compeer Financial Lending Officer, Lindsay Anderson. Lindsay, let's get to know you a little bit. Talk about your time with Compeer and what it is exactly that you do for Compeer Financial.
Sure. Thanks, Mark. I am a lending officer here at Compeer Financial. I have been in the mortgage industry since 2007. So I have quite an extensive background in mortgage financing. Here at Compeer, I've been here for about 3.5 years, where we primarily finance farmers, part-time farmers, and rural residents in our rural areas that we service.
A program that we're going to highlight today, the First-Time Home Buyer Program. Give us an overview. What is it about this program that could be really attractive for those first-time home buyers?
Yeah, so we are excited to now offer this first-time homebuyer product here at Compeer. It's very unique to our industry. We offer a zero down payment option to our clients in our areas that we can service. What's super unique about that is that right now we really realize that saving for a down payment is very challenging for borrowers, no matter kind of what your age. Inflation is very real, things cost more, and it's just been harder for our clients to save. So we're offering this zero down payment option to help people get into our rural communities with less of a down payment.
Yeah, let's unpack that a little bit. The hurdle that can be for somebody when looking to buy a home, those down payments can be pretty hefty.
Yeah, they can be a lot. So typically, at average, the minimum down payment on a house is 5%. Even that 5% of that purchase price can be a lot for anyone. So when you're able to do a zero down payment, that leaves room for, our clients and potential clients not having to wipe out their savings, because we all know when purchasing a house, there's a lot of other things that come with purchasing a house. You might have to, get a new water heater or get new siding at some time. Nobody wants to, completely unload their savings account if they can. So it's just a really big benefit to clients to be able to keep their cash liquid to them if they have some, and not have to, have that down payment piece. All loans are subject to final approval, receipt of an acceptable appraisal, acceptable title, final review of loan purpose and property eligibility and borrower eligibility.
What is unique about this program? I'm sure that down payment piece is part of it, but what else is unique about this first-time home buyer program through Compeer when you compare it to what else is out there?
Sure. What's super unique to it, I would say, is that, it really is, targeted towards our rural communities. So, we can only finance properties for rural communities, farmers, part-time farmers. So what we're doing here is we want to see our rural communities thrive. So this is a way to help our clients get into those rural communities, because if people don't live in those communities don't thrive, right? So that's a big piece of that. Another thing is that, we really have a passion for what we do. Like, we want to see rural communities continue to thrive. So this is really going to help hopefully amp up, people moving maybe possibly out of the city to those rural communities if they have the opportunity to do so.
And for anyone who's been in the process of looking for a home, when you can work with somebody who's local, who understands the area that you're searching in, there's so much value to that. And with Compeer Financial, in the areas that you serve, you have that local presence.
100%. Another unique thing to us is that, we are local. We live here, we breathe here, we appreciate our areas that we're in. And most of our folks that, work for us live in these communities and commute to our offices. So they have a really passion for serving those communities, because those are the communities that they live in.
Lindsay, let's kind of get into the nuts and bolts of this program. You talked about, the down payment aspect, but what else do potential users of this program need to know up front?
Sure. So again, like we talked about, the biggest thing is the 0% down, so a very minimum down payment required. The other big benefit is that there's no private mortgage insurance. For those that don't know what private mortgage insurance is charged when you do not put 20% down on a home loan. Private mortgage insurance does not benefit a lender. It does not benefit a buyer. It is strictly just insurance in the event of default. So with our loans, we do not charge private mortgage insurance. And private mortgage insurance is an extra premium that's added to your monthly loan payment each month. So that's a very large benefit. Our loan amounts, the caps are up to $400,000. These loans also pay our patronage dividends. So patronage dividends are paid to our clients each year annually based off of our earnings. They do vary from year to year, but historically they have always been paid. So that helps lower the interest rate, so to say, overall. Our rate conversions are very unique to our industry. They're very geared towards farm credit. So rate conversions you don't see elsewhere. Rate conversions are every 12 months our clients are eligible to convert their interest rates. In a rate environment that we are currently in, a higher rate interest rate environment, at some point, hopefully in the future, rates do drop. With that, our clients are then eligible to simply convert their interest rate for a minimum fee of $300 versus having to refinance your loan, pay closing costs, go through the process of requalifying. So it's a huge benefit to our clients. The other thing is we finance all of these unique properties that other lenders typically have a hard time with or don't understand because they aren't rural lenders. For example, barndominiums, cabins, manufactured homes, homes on properties with tillable acres or a little bit of rec land. The other last highlight I would say is that we have an educational course that our clients take with this. It's very beneficial to the process. We can talk to clients and explain everything and the ins and outs of all of that, but this is a nice extra added bonus where they get to actually take a course online and go through kind of terminology and what is a mortgage and kind of reiterate what maybe we have already talked to them about, so they get a little more background, and then it just reiterates what they're getting into purchasing their first home.
I love that. I think about younger me trying to buy my first home, and so much that I didn't know, questions that I should have asked that I didn't know I needed to. And so this educational course, I think that's a brilliant idea.
Absolutely. And, it's really cool. You get a certificate. You can keep the certificate if you want, but, it really does. You can't just breeze through it either. You have to actually read the bullet points and go through it. So I think the folks that really, utilize it and they really do appreciate the course itself.
Probably not a bad idea to explain who exactly is a first-time home buyer. We're talking about this program, and let's make sure we state clearly who would qualify for the program.
First-time home buyer is anyone that has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So, if you owned a home 4 years ago, you technically are considered a first-time home buyer if you have not owned a property in the last 3 years. The other really nice thing about this product is we do allow for co-signers on this. So say, you are a single borrower or, you just, have enough income to support the payment right now. You're starting out in your career and maybe, you'll get raises over the next few years. We have the potential to add co-signers, and that co-signer doesn't have to be considered a first-time home buyer. As long as they do not live in the property, we can add a co-signer on there too. So that is another huge benefit to this program.
How do people learn more about the program?
They can get a hold of us online at compeer.com/FTHB or give us a call at 844-426-6733.
Anything else that you want to make sure we discuss today?
No, if you have any questions at all, or if you simply just want to talk about, the program and what it has to offer, we're happy to take any questions and sit down and go through anybody with anything that they have to ask.
For more information on how Compeer Financial can help first-time homebuyers, visit compeer.com/FTHB. That's compeer.com/FTHB.
Listen to the full podcast at compeer.com/homesweethome.